Hey, we're gonna talk about these blogs today too. We're gonna talk about some of these blogs I've been noticing. It's about bars and blogs. Where I've been, I had moved. So you see the background different. Now I gotta get my studio done. I'm getting in my studio painted so I can be in the stew. But we still in HD right now, so don't trip. We just letting them come in alive real quick. I've been watching these lives. There's a lot of weirdos on these lives doing these blogs. I see these blog people is weird. They weird. They weird, dog. We're gonna get into it today though, real quick. I was trying to have my other camera working, but it was acting weak. I don't know. I forgot. This some type of sativa, but my parents went out of town, so they had just gave it to me. Yeah, thanks. You know, I'll be all up through there. Even though I ain't been to Glee since I went to Mendez boxing. I went to Mendez boxing. We got it in. I got Tank. I'm gonna let him get in alive first. I just found out a lot of information the other day, and it was weird. How I sound? Let me know how to sound. When I'm sounding like I ain't got the gold mic in here, but I do got the mic check 1 2. Don't ever think I forgot. It's Gucci then. We working. We working. Good looking. We working. We letting y'all get up in here. We letting them get up in here. It's a little dim. It's a little dim in here. Yeah, I can't do nothing about it, man. This lighting is so trash in here. Ain't really nothing I can do. Let me open up the window. Let some lighting. that much light gonna come in. It's gonna be kind of dark. Let me open the door up. It's all the light we getting today. That's why I gotta get in this stew, cause this light is weak in here. You can't get no lighting. It's good. We working. We about to be working. And let me turn it this way some. Hold on, let me fix it. Is that better? Let me know what that lighting looking like. AJ Johnson, that's a good question, bro. That's a real good question because I've been trying to find out what's going on with the boxing and the blogs and everything that's just been going on the past couple days. I've been trying to figure it out because it's weird. It's weird to me. There's some weird stuff going on. So I want to know. First, let's talk about these blogs and these narratives. What we got? It's 7 minutes. Come on, let's go in. We're going to talk X's and O's because what I'm talking about, it's all about X's and O's. Listen, we're going to talk about these blogs and how they paint narratives, and it's confusing to me because I learned a lot of information in the past couple days, and I never knew what the LDBC was. I never knew that people was in boxing blog gangs or whatever this is. I never know who started the LDBC. I didn't know nothing. Anybody, you know what I mean, following me real quick? Anybody following me? So, and you know what's funny about that? They be trying to do all this slandering, but I don't never see them. Where they be at? Like, I don't even know cousins. But you know, now I know who started the LDBC. Dude, Kevin. 7-8. Hey, Kevin, bro. I ain't know you started the LDBC. I never knew that because when I talked to you on the phone, you didn't even have an LDBC. You was just 7-8 Sports TV. Am I lying? I'm not. Because when I first started my page, Town Business had me call Kevin to help me start my page. Yeah, 300. Go ahead, DM me. DM my Instagram. So look, Town Business had me call my dude Kevin because he gave me a little information on how to get my page up and running. So you know, people could quit making all this guap off of me. And I thank him. I appreciate you for that. You a real one. But what I don't understand is where all the clown business come from. Everybody who supposedly a part of the LDBC and all of that. What's all that about? Like, what's wrong with y'all, bro? Is y'all good? Pooh Bear Jenkins. Mama Edith in the building. This gotta be somebody I know. But anyway, what's good with y'all, man? Kev, what's good with your squad, bro? I know that y'all don't be out here like that, because when I be at the fights and the boxing events, I be kind of seeing some of them people, but then I wasn't, like. So I'm just kind of confused of, like, what's going on, what's all the LDBC, so who was trying to slander? Because I know the cousin who started it. That's my man. So I'm how can I say it? I'm your boss's homie. So what's good? What's wrong with y'all, man? Why y'all out here? The thing, the why is corny. Let me tell you why. When you start something, you got to be careful. First, we're going to start with the basics of fundamentals, because I really want to get to the bottom of it. We're going to start with fundamentals first. What's good with it, Brody? We're going to talk about fundamentals first. First rule of the fundamentals, my mom taught me, never join a gang. That's rule number one. Never join a gang. Why is that? Can anybody tell me? No, we just gonna break it down. We just gonna break it all down, because listen, when I get to the bottom, you gonna understand exactly how being corny can backfire on you. I'm just saying. So just bear with me. We working. Facts. Be your own man. They started the LDBC because they were so racist to black folks, calling them monkeys and all. That's cool, and I'm glad you said that. So hold that thought. So one, fundamentals. Mama said don't ever join no gang. That's clown business. Reason why, as soon as somebody pull out a strap and get to shooting, everybody gonna run their own way. Everybody gonna do their own thing, dog. Everybody. So if you in the gang and everybody gonna run their own way, what's the point of even being in a gang? So I'm gonna say it one more time. The reason why you never join one, because when somebody up the pipe pause, everybody gonna run their own way. And you can't make your own decisions. Now, number two, as my man said, they started the LDBC, which is the Lions Den boxing community, because they was tired of racist folks. I get it, dog. Because at this point, we all know it ain't no such thing as no conspiracy now. We just it's a quick breakdown. Just listen to me. We know now ain't no such thing as no conspiracy. We know that now. We know that. If anybody still think it's conspiracies going on around here against black folks, you just always gonna be lost. All right. So don't even trip. Don't comment. It's no need to even talk. Because we know you just don't want to. James Jackson, hold on. Let me tell you why it's corny though. Because I know they not about to do nothing. It's just that I'm talking about as far as when it comes to getting on this joint right here. What makes it corny is that I know you started it to combat what they was doing, but the moment you start creating false narratives and running with them, you're no different than ESPN and all the other jokesters. Do you get what I'm saying? Silly? You know different. So what's the point of doing it? It's no point. It don't even make sense. Because when you black, you don't step down because you already up. Listen, I know a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying. But if you just go back in history over and over and over again, we've been doing things. You want me to explain it? Let me explain it to you. Anybody know who invented the 3-position stoplight so when you can drive your whip? And we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about fighting because we know we ain't need to even bring that up. I'm breaking something down on a completely different level because when it comes to getting work, we know what that's about. And we're not talking about no sparring arrow or nothing corny like no sparring, like somebody scared to spar. So I get it. But like I said, when you choose to step down and start creating false narratives just like the mainstream media, then you become a clown just like the mainstream media. You become a part of the circus, bro. Why even become a part of the circus? I don't want to be a part of the circus. I'm going to be my own man. Now, I know a lot of y'all ain't never came out the crib before. Y'all ain't never did nothing. All y'all want to do is sit in the little room and do blogs. I actually go to fights. I actually be out here in the streets and through the ether moving. I know y'all don't be doing that. So y'all can run y'all mouth on these blogs, but let me tell you what you not going to do. You're not going to be a clown. Let me tell you why. I was watching Fanan or whatever you want to say it after I already put BFTB in a bag. I put him in a bag already on mistake. I went on his platform, good brother, but he's over passionate and he doesn't know what he's talking about wholeheartedly about the business of boxing because he never was in it. To understand the business of boxing, you actually got to integrate yourself in it because it's so greasy you can't even believe the stuff they be doing. Fanan don't know boxing, but what he does know is business. And I'm not gonna hate. I'm not a hater. Like, he knows business. And I watch his channel because he teaches business through boxing. Cat's paw. Or the puppet. The puppet master and the puppeteer, or whatever you want to call it. It's really that simple. He that's the thing. He just because he know business, he think he know boxing business, but he do because business is business. You got negotiating, you got pricing yourself out, you got the cat's paw like he was talking about. What I want to talk about is what Fanan was saying and all these fighters were saying, because Fanan wants to be a good guy. Like, even though he involved in the LDBC. Now listen, the LDBC could have probably started out good to be good, but now they corny. Hey Kevin, your group is trash now, bro. They just creating false narratives for black fighters, and we already on the top, bro. Why now what y'all doing is just tearing down other fighters because now they up against black fighters. Now y'all really don't have nothing to talk about, when y'all should be talking about skill for skill, who really the best. But y'all don't really want to talk about that. Y'all just want to talk, and that's corny. And that's why I'm here, to stop the corniness. I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm not. And I'm going to break everybody down. So when they on there trying to slander, I'm going to really break you down. I'm going to really break you down. Yeah, I'm cool with Black and I'm cool with 7-8. I'm cool with everybody. But some of these people that he got doing his thing is cornballs. And then it got corny. I tell him that to his face. I don't care nothing about that. That's corny. 7, my man, he don't want to help me start this. Because I didn't realize how much money you can make in a cure from your own work ethic. That's the point. But the point of me even bringing up about the blogs and them creating narratives, because once you start doing that, you stooping down to the same people that you claim you don't want to be like. When we already know what's good. Do I need to mention it? Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Ugas, Terrence Crawford, the Charlos. How many other fighters you want me to name? Chocolatito. Now, I know what you're saying. They all come from different ethnic backgrounds, but they all black. It don't matter what you say. They skin just as dark as mine. You could be a Cuban, Laura, Yuriorkis Gamboa, Tank, Devin Haney, Gary Russell Jr. The only reason we on here talking is because the fighters that look like me, my brothers, my niggas, they keep y'all on here talking. But I'm really not about talking a lot. I'm about getting work for real. You know what I mean? So I'm going to show you how to get work. Now, once again, if you're if I don't care who you with, if you with the LDBC, if you BFTB, if you GHIG, if you a GI Joe, knowing is half the battle. Knowing is half the battle. If knowledge is only half the battle, then what's the other half? That's for you to find out. I know the answer. And this is where the answers come in. You can't follow a westernized culture or a white man's ideology and think you're going to be above him. It don't work like that. Now, hey, y'all want to talk real? We're going to talk real. You can't do it. So, y'all, listen, that go for Aki TV, BFTB, all these people who just putting out TMZ type of headlines, and then I don't even get the point of it, because I know y'all ain't gonna never be outside to see none of these people, or be out here like that to see none of these people. Fred, what's dude's name? Fred, what's dude's name? Barbershop Conversations. Hey, you lucky I changed myself and everything that I'll be doing, because I had seen you at that Errol Spence fight. Yeah. And Kenny already done put his hands on you, family. That's why y'all got to chill with this clown business y'all on. I'm not no clown out here. I don't do clown stuff. So they can talk and keep it fun on here, but in real life, in person, it's different. Believe me. I ain't got a cat. It's real different. So stop the narratives and all the corniness. And Aki, bro, how you Muslim and you creating false narratives, bro? How you doing that? How you... Aki or Ahi. That's how you really supposed to say it. Man, Ward Dre wouldn't even man, chill. Any 300, no. It's a nice name too. But yeah, man, what's wrong with y'all? Like I be listening to Fanon, but see what happened with Fanon. I'm gonna explain something to why. And listen, I don't mean this to try to blast nobody, hurt nobody feelings, none of this, because I be donating to their channels, because I want to see everybody do good. You know what I mean? I didn't even know who Fanon was or whatever. I didn't know he was OG boxing talk or something like that, because I really just was on ego stuff. And beside that, I only really watch Fight Hype and some stuff like that and just clips of boxing. This new blog stuff, this stuff is new, for real. I really birthed it, and we know that. Birth with a F. Yeah, I really birthed this. I really turned the blog up for bloggers to be out here running into fighters and hanging out. Yeah, I know Ellie was doing it, but we talking about something real different. We talking about cultural, like being in our niche. That's facts. Dante's Boxing Nation. Yeah, my man, him too. You know what I mean? I even see him be doing some, hey, bro, y'all gotta chill with that. Like, it looks stupid. So I've been watching Fanon lately. So then one day I go on Fanon, I just see, because I'm watching what's going on between the fighters in the lightweight division and all of that. And I just see Fanon on there going crazy. Like, y'all ain't about to go crazy on Gary Russell. He a black fighter. And then he keep trying to like put it together to make the fight happen. But in my mind, I know the fight ain't gonna never happen. Because I know Devin Haney is not technically good enough to deal with Gary Russell. That's a fact. That's not no knock on him. I'm not saying he ain't good. I'm not saying he ain't that sweet. He's not good enough for Gary Russell. Floyd Mayweather knows it. He not trying to lose no money dealing with Gary Russell, because Gary Russell deal with Al Heyman directly. He make all his own money. We already know he do his own thing. That's facts. We already know that. See, I'm going to talk real talk on here. HD and everything. Wait till I get the studio done. This is just my new crib. Like, we got all types of patios. We got, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I'm just getting it painted, the inside painted, and I got to order paint and get things going. So I'm on Fanon's page, and Fanon is going crazy because he like, man, y'all not about to be dogging Gary Russell. He a good fighter, and he been ducked by everybody. So I'm like, damn, it's getting weird, because at first he was kind of on Terrence Crawford. On one end, when Gary Russell calling out Terrence Crawford, he like, Terrence Crawford this, Terrence Crawford that. But now when it's on Gary Russell, it's like, hold on, like, he the only one out of everybody. Everybody going with the weak narratives, but he like, man, I'm not on that. I'm done with that. That's why I didn't want to be interviewing fight. That's why he started doing that. So one day I'm on dude's page, I'm commenting, and I start commenting. This got to do with Bud's resume and Bud. So I start commenting and sending him super chats. So I'm sending cousin super chats asking him questions, because he got these weak narratives about Bud. So I'm like, you want to talk about it on person? He like, no, I don't want to do that. No. So I'm like, I keep sending him super chats. And he's like, you can go to BFTB or whatever. So I'm like, it's good. So that's like the next day. So I'm on the joint. I get off of there. I go the next day come. I'm do a live. Somebody come to my live. They tell me to go to BFTB. Hey, Hey, I'm just using this to break it down, Donald. Just follow the story. I'm telling you, it's got to be. I'm about to put a bag on somebody's head, and it's gonna be Fanon and part of these clowns in the LDBC. The ones who really be doing a thing, that's cool. But when you corny, I'ma really break you down. So Fanon is on here, he talking, I start donating to his page. So then the next day or whatever, I get on the live, somebody tell me to go get some work with BFTB. I don't ducks no work. I go on this page. We on there arguing about why Errol Spence cannot get 60-40. This is about the lightweight drag on because, and I ain't got nothing to do with the Rough Riders, but I'm about to give y'all some real bars. I'm about to break down what's been going on for the past like month. And I've just been sitting back watching and then going on people's blogs because I keeps it neutral. I talk about why you're not good technically, not who I like. I say, listen, it's not going to be good for you if you're not technically like this. So I go on there, right? I go on BFTB. He talking about where Errol Spence talking about he should get 60-40 because Errol Spence said he want to fight these three people: Sean Porter first, Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, then fight Terrence Crawford. I said, okay, yeah, he did say that, but Terrence Crawford was saying in the thing, well, won't you fight me? Well, skip all that. And then he said, when they tried to make the fight, he said it's 60-40. I said that's clown business. He know it can be 60-40 because he don't have more accolades than Terrence. It should be 50-50 on the simple fact that he was an Olympian and Terrence wasn't, but Terrence has more accolades. If they both retired today, Terrence would be a Hall of Famer before Errol Spence because he's only won the IBF and the WBA or the WBC, one or the two, whichever one. I'm not fine with 60-40. You can't. It has to be 50-50. You can't just because you have one pay-per-view that you use a 135 pounder that's a Mexican that has that fan base to sell your pay-per-view doesn't mean you have good numbers, and that's a fact. So this is why I'm breaking it down real quick. So I'm on BFTB's page, and that's why you can't get 60-40. So I'm on there saying it should be 50-50, and Bud was right for asking. I know it's good points. Gooch, pause, ice cold. On the one end, Errol was an Olympian, so he did more in his boxing career on the front end side, as far as the amateurs. But on the professional side, he has not done more because and he got the one pay-per-view that he used with Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia has more fan base than Errol Spence because he's Mexican. That's a fact. We know that. There's no even need to argue that because to do that would be silly. That's why he chose Mikey Garcia. Secondly, and he said Sean Porter couldn't sell out a chicken dinner. So we know why he chose what he chose. I'm going off what they did. So secondly, what's going on? He's saying, and then I'm saying that Errol Spence, yes, he did do good numbers on the pay-per-view, and he was the Olympian, but Bud was a 35-pound champion, an undisputed 140-pound champion, and he's a 47-pound champion. He's a 3-division world champion. He was 140 undisputed. If he retired today, he will be in the Hall of Fame. It's not that many. Yeah, it might be something like that. I don't know, but I'm just getting on the factors, just the fundamental factors of why he shouldn't get 60-40 and why that doesn't work. Second, hold on, let me get some yap stick. Because there's about to be bags going around. So this all gonna tie in, because remember, I choose not to talk for certain times just to peep out what's going on. I like to peep scene, and then once I find out what's going on in the ether, I can pick it apart. And when I say this, It's only because I've been watching blogs and arguing and debating with other blog people. So can't nobody say, because you can go back. I've been watching all these blogs and watching the headlines. And when I say this, there's no refuting it. Or whatever the word you want to use. So look, back to the painting the blogs, the painting the narrative, or some of the members in the LDBC. Shout out to Kevin, good dude, but this will happen when you start something trying to do what the Western man is doing, or the Caucasian, or the Neanderthal from Germany, the Neander Valley, German. Yeah, that's just what it is. You don't follow their path. You keep doing what we doing. Hey, I'm done debating. I can't debate. Listen, they can't debate with me because I actually was in boxing. I know how it works. They just want to talk. I be out here. There ain't no debating. This is gonna end the reason why some of these people is not fighting, because it's two sets of 4 fighters that we can't get these fights, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what's going on. So just hold your horses. That's all you had to hear. I'm gonna take the easy route. That's what he said. But now Fanon saying that Earl ain't taking the easy route. He taking the hard route on one of his videos today. And that's a lie. That's a lie. I'm going to tell you why. Well, it's not a lie, because I'm going to just get there. I'm going to get there. So the blogs. So I go on there. I'm on BFTB's thing. First of all, the 60-40 is just clown. We know that's just, we know due to the cat's paw that why he said 60-40. Am I right, Fanon? All right, then. We know. Listen, just go on my man Fanon's page. He got great information on there. I'm telling you. If you go on this page, he can teach you about business and all that. Because I learned about because I keep telling y'all that Floyd runs the PBC, man. Him and Al Heyman, a man from Cleveland, because Ohio runs boxing. So when you talking about people debating, why would I debate with somebody who they from my hometown, they from Cleveland, and I'm from Akron. So I know what Al Heyman's moves are. I know what Floyd's gonna do. They from my neck of the woods. Bob said to stay away from Crawford to his face, and Earl said, I'm going to take the easy route. I can't make this up. Yes, he did, cousin. Bro, listen, you can't debate Al Heyman. He got too much knowledge up in his brain. He a Harvard law student. He know the law, and that's what I want to be understanding, y'all, when it come to these blogs. Listen, this was going on. So I went to I was on BFTB, the 60-40. We all know that's a cat's paw. That's the cat's paw. That's the puppet master working the puppet. So after that, I started to notice that he was saying he was gonna fight all these people. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So Terrence gonna wait. Terrence gonna fight who he fighting. So I start going BFTB. I was saying that Errol Spence, because everybody say dude body me, which he didn't, because he wasn't right about nothing. I said Castillo Clayton and Igis Kavalauskas have been in the top 5 in every sanctioning body for at least 2 years. Since 2018. He said that was a lie. The lie detector said he was a lie. Because when we went to the WBO rankings and some of the other rankings, he was number 1. He said he was never number 1. I said he was, and he admitted that I was right. So that wasn't a body. So when I said I bodied him after I thought he bodied me. Because I was like, I know I've seen this picture because I do not cap. And then one of my other blogger, Yet Facts UGC, one of the other bloggers came in and put it on there, and he had to go back and retract his statement. Then I asked him, where you from? He said, Jersey. I said, oh, okay, no wonder you so fiery. Where you live? He said, Texas. I said, oh, okay, so that's what you doing. Hey, bro. So then I said the 60-40 is what you want to talk about. After I broke the 60-40 down and told you why you can't get 60-40 if you're Errol, it's a 50-50 fight. He didn't want to talk about that. He was trying to deflect. Then I said, we was talking about my man's resume. I said Ocampo was not the mandatory. He was number 3. It's on record, on the video, on YouTube. Al Bernstein is saying that he doesn't even understand how Ocampo got to number 3. The IBF made him number 3, and he hadn't even fought nobody and beat anyone in the top 20. They paid for Ocampo to be number 3. Another fact, BFTB, you a clown, bruh. You're a clown. You're just on here yapping. And that's what I don't like. We have to stop the yapping and yaps. We got to stop that. Families? Yeah, I was. And I still am. But it's just sparring, bro. So how about this? Who on there asking about sparring? Whoever asking about sparring, when can I get some work with you? When can me and you get some work? Now you ducking, because I know you're not trying to get no work with me. So let me know when you around so me and you can get some work. Everything boxing and sports. I want some work with you now. I want some work with you. So now I'm gonna get some work with Errol, but then I want to get work with you so I can stop you, because I'm gonna stop you. Yeah, dude is a clown. So anyway, after I just proved that I bodied him, because everything he said in his live it's just clown business. You can't get 60-40 if you don't have completely better accolades and completely better numbers than the man. You can't do that because you only have a better amateur background than the man, but you don't have better professional accolades or a better resume. You haven't beat better people on your resume. Terrence Crawford has Felix Diaz on his resume, who's an Olympian. He has Julius Ndongo, who's a multi-division champion, if I'm not mistaken. He went overseas and beat not Jerry Burns, but Ricky Burns before Errol went overseas. And Ricky Burns is a multi-division champion. That's another fact. Though, when you beat people like that and you put them on your resume, bro, when Ray Beltran had actually beat Ricky Burns, but they cheated him. The only way you had to beat Ricky Burns is go over there and really beat him. We know that's a fact, because overseas they be cheating for real. That's just racism in boxing. We know that. The Cuban dude too. So, which is Yuriorkis Gamboa, which is another Olympian, gold medalist. Hey, I know you ain't trying to get no work with me. So what is you talking about? I ain't got to know what you do, everything boxing. Is you trying to get some work? That's what I'm talking about. Since you asking about sparring. Now, I want to get some work with you. So let me know when you're trying to get the work. Hit my DM on Instagram at Killertainment with 1 L. And then we can set it up. And when you come to the town, I'll bring you to the gym I work for. It's called Guardian Gym. It's a nonprofit in West Oakland. And we can get work. All right? There you go. You was talking to me. You asked me, was I supposed to be sparring Earl? Who else would you be talking to on the live, bro? What is you talking about? Anyway, so after that, I put him in the bag because Castillo Clayton was ranked number 1. Ugas was actually number one in the IBF for 2 years since 2018, and Errol Spence never got no work with him. He went down to number 3 and got Ocampo. But we're not going to talk about that, but I just talked about it. So, and that's a fact, okay? Because Ugas was number 1 at the time. And then I was like, well, why he not fighting Ugas? And then Sean Porter fought Ugas and beat him. So, like I was saying, that's an actual fact. So, after I bodied BFTB on mistake, but on purpose, because he had no facts, I'm watching Fanon's page, and I'm watching everybody, Aki TV, Dante's Boxing Nation. Everybody is on Crawford. Everybody on Crawford. And I'm like, this is weird. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. So then I'm steady watching Fanon. Then when I see, when it comes to Devin Haney and Gary Russell, Fanon is not having it because he feel like it's unfair because he know people be ducking Gary Russell, and he noticed that everybody is saying that, and now everybody in the chats, all the blogs, because they're creating false narratives. Now they're saying Gary Russell was ducking everybody, which is just clown business. It just don't even make sense, dog. Because Santa Cruz never tried to get no work with Gary Russell. Neither did Carl Frampton. Nobody did. No, they're not controlling the narrative. No, it wasn't just you. It's LDBC clown business. They're going around, just every video they make, they're bashing one fighter. And now, since it's not a racial thing, it's black fighters against black fighters. Now they're making it PBC against Top Rank because they really don't know boxing. And they don't have nothing to talk about. They don't have nothing to talk about skill against Errol Spence's skill set against Terrence Crawford's skill set. That's what they should be talking about. What they're doing is they're creating false narratives about fighters. And when they run into these dudes, they never gonna run into them because they don't even be outside. Not even outside. They don't be out here like that. They don't be out here, and that's why they corny. That's why it's corny, because I be out here. So look, let me tell you why Fanon is a cornball. But he no business, but he's still a cornball. So that's one thing with the boxing narratives. So I'm on Fanon's page. What's up with Town Business? Oh, yeah, Tom, we run together. I'm talking about the corny LDBC, and I didn't know Kevin was ahead of the LDBC, and now he let these corny LDBC clowns run wild and just say anything. And now they creating all types of corny. They're no different from what ESPN is doing to black fighters. Now they doing it to their own black fighters. It don't matter if they on Top Rank. It don't matter if they with DAZN. Y'all, it's wrong. Y'all look stupid. It's just stupid. Start talking about skill sets. Broaden your horizon. Talk about something for real. Have really something to talk about. Stop just calling people and trying to get people on y'all platform because y'all don't have nothing to talk about. Because if they ever come on my platform or choose to come on here, I'm going to say, what in Devin Haney's skill set do you think is better than Gary Russell's? I want to hear talk about it. No, I want you to tell me, is he going to outbox him? Because Fanon had to start telling the truth because he started trying to negotiate for these dudes. Hey, we going on because I need to break this down. That's fine. I don't care because I tell the truth. I get checks from Allah, the supreme creator. Them is the biggest checks you can get, bro. I don't want no check from nobody else if I can't be real. I'm stand on ownership and real. That's why I watch the Joe Budden podcast and these different brothers, because I stand on owning my property. I don't want you, and you cannot edit the creative, and all advertising go through me. Period. I learned my lessons because I watch who I'm supposed to watch. I know a lot of y'all don't know that. That's why I don't take money. That's why I don't be caring about these platforms like that. Because I want to say what I want to say. Because I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100. That's why y'all on here watching it. So, like I was saying, when these people come on here, they just trying to, so Fanon is trying to negotiate. He talking to Gary Russell brother. He talking to Haney Daddy. He talking to everybody. But he can't figure out this should just get made like that. So then he come out and say, I got it. I seen this in negotiation, because he's a high level negotiator. And listen, you know why Fanon, all y'all used to listen to me? Because I'm a professional. When I talk to other professionals about what I do, they can tell I'm a professional in my craft. I can tell Fanon is a professional in his craft, because the things he's saying, regular people don't just talk about when it comes to business. Talking about the cat's paw. That's how my cat be doing when she be grooming herself. Let me groom you and tell you what the cat's paw is from what Fanon was telling me. It's no different from you got people out there and you the puppet master. You controlling them. I told y'all Floyd run this. You actually think one of the greatest boxers of all time is gonna put, let me pause for a second. So as Fanon is keep going, right? He say, I know who behind this, because I'm a negotiator. It's Floyd. And I said, aha, you right. It is Floyd. Because him and Al Heyman run the PBC. So we know that. We know Floyd run the PBC. We know Floyd run the PBC. We know that. So Fanon talking about how Floyd run it, and then Fanon start, because he don't want to talk bad about Gary Russell. He don't want to say he ducking. He don't want to follow that narrative. And that's when it start going wrong. That's when I start realizing, wait a minute, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Somebody ain't following the code. I know how gangs work, because I created my own. That's why I don't join them. I create my own. I'm the leader. If you don't want to follow me, then do your own thing. I got my own squad. I know how they work. He wasn't following code. So I'm like, what? Something is different. Because now he was just talking about Terrence Crawford was ducking Gary Russell, and she should take these fights. And everybody is on Terrence Crawford about how he messing up. And then when it came to Devin Haney and Russell, everybody is on Haney's side. And there ain't nobody on Terrence Crawford's side, ain't nobody on Gary Russell's side. And I'm saying, well, that's because Gary Russell ain't with the PBC, and neither is Terrence Crawford. But both of those fighters, but the other two fighters, though, are ran by Floyd. We all know that. Haney be training Floyd. He beat and birthed Haney. You know what I'm saying? He is not going to be the next Floyd. I'm sorry. And he run the PBC, so we know that. So I'm seeing like, so then Fanon says, listen, man, Floyd is not letting the fight happen. So I'm like, oh, snap. Good for you, Fanon. Good for you, fam, for telling the truth. But see, when you tell the truth, it opens up other truths. because you a great businessman. I listen to every word you be saying. Hey, just because, shut up. Don't say nothing. You don't even deserve to talk. Shut up. You lucky I ain't. Hey, bro, chill. Next, dude was saying that if Floyd is running the PBC and Floyd was the greatest boxer of all time, we going into subject 2. If Floyd was the greatest boxer of all time, one of them, Floyd is the greatest. Floyd is the boxing Baphomet. Floyd is the boxing Baphomet. You know, I'm gonna see how you say Baphomet real quick. Hold on, let me type this in real quick. Baphomet. Y'all hear that? Baphomet. 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 That's how you really say it, but that's how you would say it in my language. Because the P and the H is a pa. So you'll say Baphomet. So it sounds like Baphomet, but it's Baphomet. All right. That's Sudanese or Egyptian. So look, that's a bar. So, no, it's not like Satan. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. This ain't the live where you need to be talking. The Baphomet represents the god of magic. I know you don't know this. This is a lesson today. This is a lesson today. He represents the god of magic. On one arm, he like this. And then on the other arm, he like this, pointing down. One says solve. One says coagulate. He got a round head, female breast, and he's sitting in a yogi position. The position of somebody who does yoga. I know y'all never understood that and really thought about it like that. But the go ahead, that stands for one thing. You know what I mean? That's why Abraham went to the top of the mountain. He took his son Isaac, and then in the burning bush talked to him, and then instead of sacrificing his son, he sacrificed a goat. Okay, you get where I'm coming from? Are you following me? No, it was never created by the Catholics. Stop talking. Just stop talking. The burning bush talked to everybody. That's what y'all don't understand. Listen, just stop talking and let me explain it. Let me know when y'all done. And because y'all should just be following now. This is not like y'all other blogs. Chill, bruh. So we following because Cuzzy TV wants to follow. No, I'm not off. So I'm going to have to put you in timeout because you won't shut up. And you don't know what you're talking about. So, like I was saying, the Baphomet has a go ahead. And like I said, when Isaac was about to get sacrificed, he put a goat was instead. Then he has women breasts. Women breasts symbolizes duality. The head of a man, a goat head, and women breasts. That's duality. Sitting in the yoga position, saying solve and coagulate. Solve. Floyd is the Baphomet. He's the god of magic, because once you understand how to break things down, you understand how to put them together. Do you understand what I'm saying? Catholics didn't invent that, because Catholic is not a religion that came before my people's religion. So that's why he's off. He don't know what he's talking about. Hey, man, hey, if you on here talking, I'm going to put you in timeout because when I give you a bar, shut up and listen because you don't know what you're talking about. So, when you understand that the Floyd is the boxing Baphomet, because no matter who he's looking at and who is in front of him, he's able to solve on this side and then put it together on this side. He be telling you all the time, listen, I just know how to break these guys down. That's what solving is, a solvent, a solution. You break it down. A solvent is something that breaks things down. Break it down, it's solve. Solution, and then coagulate me and you come together. That's why Floyd is telling you, out of all this information I got, like the Baphomet is saying right here on his arm and right here on his other arm, and he's sitting with his knees like this in a yogic position, and he got the head of a ram and the horns of a ram, and he's saying you have to solve and coagulate. That has nothing to do with the devil. I'm sorry. Horns have nothing to do with the devil because my people been wearing horns on their head, dog. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about because y'all never opened an Egyptian book. That's why. They always jump the gun, Davis. So like I was saying, Fanon was saying that Floyd, of course he's the best and he knows boxing. Do you actually think in your right mind, because I hit Fanon on Twitter and he liked the comment, which means he's in agreement of what I'm saying. Fanon is a cornball first because he blocked me from donating to his channel because he don't want to answer no real questions. So then what I did was I switched my email and start talking through a different email, and he didn't know that was my email, and he said, this ain't Troy, but it was me, bro. You blocked me and you a cornball. That was corny, my guy. You corny, bruh. Why you so corny? Why y'all boxing blog people corny? What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all so scared? Y'all don't want to answer no real questions? Well, what you got a blog for? Your blog is trash. I'm answering all questions, even troll questions. Yeah, I know it's facts. I know you never thought about solution and solving. It's the same thing. That's why I keep telling people to shut up when you don't know what you're talking about. This is for learning. Yeah, and if you emotional, emotions don't even exist. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's some shit that somebody told you, man. Emotions don't even exist. Because when I'm nervous and my heart drop and I'm hyped, it's the same feeling. When your heart drop and that stomach, it's all the same. It don't change. Y'all gotta excuse that autofocus is finding my face, dog. It be doing that because I'm using a different camera today. But it's HD though, so don't trip. We're gonna make sure we got enough lighting and turn the joint up so we can see. You know what I'm saying, though? Yeah, so X's and O's and logic. But logic is only one part of it. Cuzzy TV. You have to, now you talking, but just because. It's the mind and the body, dog. So, Fanon is on here. Listen, I still watch your stuff, even though you corny. I still watch it because I can still learn from a cornball. But you still corny because I know you blocked me from being able to donate to your page. Because that's what corny people do. That's just it. Secondly, he said that Floyd is blocking the Haney-Russell fight, which he is, because he knows technically. Listen, Fanon said, technically, I watched Haney fight. He fights these type of fighters. Come forward fighters so he can run them in the punches because he's a natural boxer. He don't have no inside work. So when he's in there with a Shakur Stevenson and they sparring, and Shakur Stevenson has a higher IQ, then his counter punching doesn't work. Fanon said it. I already knew that. Now we talking technical boxing. This is why you can't say somebody is just ducking. You have to prove it. Now, who is really ducking? From what I just said. Who is really ducking? Who really ducking? Because Fanon said it. Technically, Devin Haney is not ready for Gary Russell Jr. What he gonna do? Boxing? He's technically not ready. So it don't matter what they say they can offer. It's just a ploy to get his name out here in the open because Floyd about to be running it. He never was going to fight Gary Russell. He's still going to fight Gamboa. They trying to sell a fight. Floyd know what he doing. He never going to put his young son, Devin Haney, in there with Gary Russell to get stopped. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. Hey, Haney, blood, if you need some work for Gary Russell, hit me. Throw me throw me $900 a week. I'll give you some left-hand work if you want some work with Gary Russell. I'll walk around at 146. I'll be good work for you. So that's just if you just want some work to help you with southpaws. Mickey Bay, your trainer. Mickey Bay know me. He from Cleveland. Let me know what's up. Yeah, that's a lie. Because Dante's Boxing Nation is drinking LDBC Kool-Aid. And that's corny. That makes you corny. You corny now. I don't care. Don't be corny. Now let me tell you this. I'm going to use Fanon's logic. Because if Floyd is running the PBC and he blocking Gary Russell from spanking Devin Haney, then he also blocking Terrence Crawford from getting work with none other than your man, Errol Spence Jr. I just proved it to you. From your LDBC guys. That's called a body. That's an easy body. That's an easy body. I'm going to just wait because I know it be kind of lagging and y'all need to catch up. But that's an easy body. Due to Fanon ideology. Due to Fanon's ideology about Haney and Russell and Floyd running the PBC being one of the greatest businessmen to ever live, also being one of the greatest fighters to ever live, and also being connected with Al Heyman, who's one of the best networkers and businessmen to ever live. So when you have the eye of a Floyd Mayweather running your stable of fighters, no, he not going to fight him. He going to fight him at this time, and he going to fight him at this time. We going to maximize his dollars so he can eat. Then we can give him to this fighter. Because if we give him to this fighter right now, he's going to ruin him because he's not ready. This why you never going to see right now. And this why Fanon is saying you might not ever see Errol versus Bud. Because Errol Spence, I love him, man. He a black fighter. But we talking about technical skill, bro. Technically. Floyd Mayweather sees that he's not ready for Terrence Bud Crawford. I know it. Floyd know it. Fanon know it. Everybody in the LDBC know it. But they doing what they told to be done. So they can get views. I don't care. I don't care. Because it's about technical boxing. If you sensitive and you butthurt, stop boxing, bro. I let people talk about me for years. I didn't say nothing. I just kept working. I kept working. I just kept working. I still be getting work. The truth will set you free, town business. And that's what I'm saying. I'm going to say it again. I wrote this down right here just so y'all can see it. I don't need much. I usually freestyle. What I was going to do was I was going to make a video blog. Well, not a live. I was going to video blog this. But I want people to see the comments in here. Right there. I want people to see them. So I just wrote down 3 statements. That's all I need. This is easy. Because I'm a professional. First, LDBC. When you're creating false narratives, family, you're no different from the ESPNs, the Top Ranks, and the other people that have racial bias standards. You're doing the same thing. Because due to the words you putting out in the ether, on the internet, can make people stop buying tickets and start doing this and stop doing that. You wrong. Whoever doing it, you wrong. You wrong. Yeah, town business. You get your props, bro. You're not in this. So stop acting like I'm not giving you your P's, my nigga. You get all the P's, bro. You my man. I talk to you on a regular basis. You don't count, town. Follow my man, town business. Hey, don't disrespect my man, town business and a thing. I'll block you in the chat. That's my real homie. Ain't no out of here clown. Cause if he was standing in front of you, bro, you wouldn't say it. I would, cause I'm like that. But you would. And that's big bro for real. So chill for you be out of the chat, family. See, I'm a real guy. Town business and Kevin, they really helped me with this. So I can start getting money from my own work ethic. But Kev, bro, the LDBC business you got that you started, bro, yo, people, listen, Black Fight Fan don't count. He from Texas. He has a right to be biased. That's like me talking about LeBron, dog. Like, I get it. And he gonna tell you when you come on the channel. Because he called me. I talked to Black Fight Fan. We was trying to do business. But I'm an owner. I can't, the type of business I do, I gotta be the owner of content and everything. I just can't do it. That's why I don't just jump on everything right away. So the narratives you trying to create, they're not good, dog. Because the narratives you creating can take money out of other people's pocket because these fans don't really know what's going on in the boxing world. And if y'all really don't know it, the fight hypes and all of them, they only cover the big cats for real. It's the little blogs that keep the nonsense going. Hey, that's corny. It's biased. Y'all no different from the other clowns that y'all following. Aki TV, you know you wrong. You Muslim. You not creating. That's wrong. You just lying, bro. What is you doing, bro? And if you're a Christian or Jew or anything, bro, just a lie is just wrong, period. Creating something that's a false narrative is a lie. Second, if Floyd Mayweather is running the PBC with Al Heyman and Fanon said, and I'm in agreement, he's blocking the fight with Russell and Devin Haney, then he's also blocking the fight with Errol Spence Jr. and Bud Crawford. He's running the cat's paw with Errol Spence. And now they talking about Errol Spence. The winner out of Danny Garcia and Errol Spence, Deshaun Porter get the first dibs. Well, what happened to Terrence Crawford? And you know what? I get it. Because when Floyd was out here, he just trying to do what Bob Arum was doing and running the table and keep it in-house with his folks so they can run the table for years. But when you do that, it's no good of it, bro. It's no good of it. It's no good, bro. What you need to do is be, and listen, I ain't going to say it like that because Floyd is a grown man, and that would be overstepping my boundaries with Big Broham. But and my suggestion, you need to start sitting down with the Terrence Bud Crawfords and talking to them personally about their business moves. He gonna listen, believe me. This is triple insulated. They keep it frost broody. So, do you see why you don't have to worry about Errol Spence fighting Bud? Floyd knows what's better for his fighters. That's called a body bag from the LDBC themselves. Shout out to the LDBC. Y'all put out good material because it don't matter what you say. When you know the truth, it's going to come out, and I can grab all of it. I can grab all of it and use it. That's why I'm the Rom head. That's why I'm like the Baphomet. I'll solve and I'll coagulate. I'll break all the little statements down on YouTube. I watch them. I watch them for days. I just be watching them and watching them and watching them and watching them. And I'll be putting it together. And then I watch Fanon and I'm listening. Fanon be talking so much talk. He really know business. And when he broke down that cat's paw, I said, well, then he know he don't even want to say it now. He don't even want to say that Floyd know that Errol cannot see Bud. He don't even want to say it. Hey, Fanon, why you don't want to say that on your page, blood? You just said it right here. Hold on, I'm going to write it down for you. For cat's paw. The cat's paw is basically the first party running the table on negotiation through a third person, through a third party. Basically, Floyd know what he doing, and him and Al Heyman telling everybody else what to say. Because remember, they don't have managers. That's what the cat's paw is. That's what he was explaining. Basically, the cat's paw is like this. You never know who the plug is. You know who getting the work. You don't know who the plug is, but you know who getting the work. Whoever get ace on paid in full was the cat's paw. The plug is who giving the money away and running the table. That the plug is Al Heyman and Floyd. The cat's paws are the fighters because they don't have managers and they daddies. Hey, Spence ain't getting none of them. I just proved it. You lying. You still talking when I just put the whole situation in the bag. Why? Hey, bro, get out of here. Got you out of here. You out. I just body bagged it. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to just keep saying, I'm going to say it again. The blogs that are trying to create narratives is the LDBC. They're creating narratives, but during the creation of the narratives, it was about racial bias because you're trying to uplift the black fighter. I get it. But during that, when you got black on black fighter, then it was a whole bunch of people. Then it becomes PBC against everybody else. But then you got other fighters who are not with the PBC that are black. Now you just bashing other black fighters now. So what your point is wrong because you're following what the other mass media, the Westerners, are doing. You're following what the Caucasian man is doing, the white man. That's why it's stupid. That's why it's not going to work. So then when I see Fanon on there trying to take up for Gary Russell, but everybody else in the LDBC bashing Gary Russell, then I see somebody not following code. Because I'm not a part of the LDBC. I'm a one-man gang. I got garlic butter gang members, but they can create their own thing. But I won't let them tell no lies and be creating false narrative. Not on my watch with my squad. You got to keep it 100. We don't do that. As soon as you do it, hey, bro, he not gang. He don't get gratuity from the garlic for the gangster from the OG. He don't get gratuity from the original gangster of the garlic butter gang. He don't get that. So, like I was saying, when you doing all that, that's cool. But now you got black fighter against black fighter. Now what you gonna talk about? You got to talk about skill because remember, LDBC, you supposed to be uplifting black fighters. It don't matter if they were top ranked. Some people got to get with who they got to get with. Bud been with top rank. But now he's saying everybody ducking, but now Gary Russell ain't ducking. But Bud was ducking when it was Gary Russell and everybody else. But now it's Haney versus Gary Russell. Gary Russell ain't ducking nobody. That's when I knew something was wrong. It didn't make no sense. So then I said, oh, okay. Then he started going on here trying to make plays and sitting back. So then once he's saying why this can't be made, he understand it because like I said, he's a high-level negotiator. So he's a high-level negotiator. His dad ran business for IBM. He's a very well-established professional corporate entity himself. Period. Blocking you out. If you call Gary a goofy, you out. I'll put you in timeout real quick so you can learn real quick. So next, I'm like, why he sticking up for Gary so hard, but everybody else dogging Gary? Because he ain't following code of the LDBC. Because he know business. He know Gary is a free agent, but he deal with Al Heyman directly, not Floyd. And Floyd sometimes don't like that because he be feeling like I'm trying to help you. Why? But you got to remember, in that case of Floyd and Gary, you got two Egyptians who don't get along. You got to remember, Gary's family is in boxing and so is Floyd. So they going to bump heads. That's all. They just need to sit down and talk it out theyself. That's why they don't get along, and that's okay. Brothers can be in disagreement. But when it comes to making a fight, Floyd is running the PBC, and he not about to throw Devin Haney in there with Gary Russell. Fanon knows it. He said it on his channel because it's technically not a good matchup. So if Floyd knows that and he's running the PBC, when it comes to Crawford and Spence, he also knows that Crawford is not a good matchup for Spence technically, and he's not going to let the fight happen. That's a body bag. That's why, because Floyd is running the cat's paw with Earl too. Because now Earl about to fight Garcia, and the winner out of that gonna fight Sean Porter again, maybe for a rematch on both ends. We don't want to see that. We want to see Bud get up in the mix. Then we want to see Keith Thurman get back up in the mix? If Keith Thurman willing to get back in the mix, of course I want to see it. I don't want to see you just taking one fight a year, Keefy. You got to get more work than that, bro, Hammy. Yeah, the zone. Hey, yeah. A lot. You got to remember, these people is slaves, bro. They all about making money. They'll do anything for guap. And that's the people y'all follow. That's who y'all choose to watch. Listen, I watch them too. Because I'm gonna break it all down at the end of the day. At the end of this, I'm gonna be the best. Because that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it to be the best blogger, a boxing talker, to break down boxing, talk about the business, the technicalities, the everything. I'm gonna be the best. Anytime you see me doing something, I want to be the best at it. So I'm gonna be the best at this. So that's why, hey, shout out to the LDBC again. Good brothers, but you gotta create false narratives, because when it's black on black fighter, it don't matter what promotional company they fight for. Everybody deserves to get their own money. And this is what you really have to understand when you black. When you black, everybody, and this is common sense, everybody is racist against blacks first. So I don't have to be biased against other fighters. I can actually say Canelo gonna beat Charlo, Canelo gonna beat this, because I can be unbiased. Because everybody is biased against my people first. That's a fact. Am I not lying? No, y'all, you confused. Cuzzy TV. It's about being black. You got to understand, if it wasn't about being black, they wouldn't create so many rules so you can get the green. Because once you get the green, you can buy real estate and land, and you can own. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? It is about that. Shut up. Stop saying it ain't about it when I'm telling you it is. But now the Lions Den is in a rock, in a hard place, because now you have other black fighters who doing their own thing outside of Floyd. You have other black fighters who doing their thing for other promotional companies, and you out here talking crazy about them and creating false narratives, and the fans bite on those narratives, and that's how they spend their dollar. They will not spend their dollar with a certain fighter. And y'all don't even get that. So for the same people y'all trying to battle against the mainstream, you don't battle against the mainstream by doing what the mainstream do. Stupids. You battle against the mainstream by keeping it real, like black people do. By just wanting your equal rights. We don't want to retaliate on y'all. We don't want to do nothing. See, this is what I'm saying. My channel way different. It's way different. It's how my man Easy the Block Captain say, it's a lesson in every bar. Shout out to Easy the Block Captain. That's why I be watching battle rap. I got bars. It's a lesson in every bar. It's easy. Easy. Murder Mook. Easy the Block Captain. A block is four. Hey, don't get me started. A block is, you know what a block is? A block is a square. Come on, man. Don't get me on it. Easy the Block Captain said it first. It's a lesson in every bar. How you trying to be better than somebody when you doing what they doing, LDBC? How you trying to do that? How you trying to be better than a Caucasian when you following his path? Now you talking about other black fighters. Creating false narratives when you know casuals just gonna spend their money. Now they ain't gonna spend their, oh, I don't care about that long as I'm getting mine. The cat's paw. Floyd is using the cat's paw to control the fights. I just proved it. That's a bag. And you can listen. I don't care who watch it. I don't even care. Because it's a proven bag off the information that I got from the LDBC. Fanon said it himself. Fanon said it himself. And I watch him. He's a high-level negotiator. Floyd is using the cat's paw to stop Devin Haney and Gary Russell. He also doing the same thing. He just said it in his last blog. So go watch it. And now y'all can, and I'm not even a part of the LDBC. So what we talking about now? Now that that's out the way and I got that bag out, that body out the way, now we can talk about predictions. Now we can talk about skill. Because now we know that these other blogs, they not here to talk about skill. Not with me. Apparently, they here to talk about soap opera, love, and hip-hop nonsense. I don't talk about that. I talk about why technically Floyd is not going to put another fighter in there with his fighters. Because he know it's even before it come to boxing is business. And to put your fighters in there with Terrence Crawford is not good technical business. Period. Skill versus we on here to talk about technicalities and accolades. That's why Ohio runs boxing. So all these people y'all loving, all y'all PBC, y'all all my sons for real. Y'all all doing this for the PBC, and y'all all doing it for my big bro Al Heyman, who 30 minutes from my home state, 30 minutes from Cleveland, from Akron, from where I'm from. Since my homies out there, my blog homies, Al Heyman from Cleveland, y'all know that, right? I'm from Akron, where LeBron from. Y'all know that already. So I'm telling you, keep it real. Just keep it 100, bro. Just let Don King, we can keep going. Do you want me to keep going? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Football Hall of Fame, the Funkadelic, Parliament, Boosie Collins, Gerald Levert, more. You want me to keep going with names? The Isley Brothers. You want me to keep going? Bone Thugs and Harmony, like Dolomite, who's known as the Godfather of rap. When you're the godfather of something, that means you invented it. So if Dolomite is the godfather of rap, then rap, and he from Cleveland, then rap started in Cleveland. That's a fact. Yeah, Floyd from Grand Rapids. That's about 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours from where Akron is. Same neck of the woods. If you in California, that would be like driving to the Bay. Driving from the Bay to LA, because I stay in there. So I'm just speaking what I know. Ohio run boxing, bro. So I'm telling you, from a fellow Ohioan, hey, just keep it 100, LDBC. It's all good. The best man gonna win at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, once your fighter, whoever you was having false narratives about, if they lose or whether they win. If they lose, you look stupid because all you had to do was make it about technicalities and say that's my people. I want him to win because he black. But when it's black against black, you don't create false narratives, bro. You let it be skill for skill. You don't create false narratives anyway. That's why, like, my man Ohio runs boxing said Josh Taylor is going to beat Regis Prograis. Because it's not about if it's black or white. I'm black. I get it. It's about skill with me. Josh Taylor is sweet in there. Like, that's where my Mexican brothers be wrong. Like, listen, I get where you want to ride. Listen, I get you want to ride for your own, but you know these people not gonna win technically. But just say I want them to win, but technically it's gonna be a hard fight. I get it. I get it. I get it. We've been running the table for a long time. Jack Johnson been running it before then and just keep going. We've been running the table. So what Paulie is talking about is foolishness. We know that. We've been running the table for a long time. I get it. Y'all don't be wanting to see that like that. It get old after a while. I get it. Yeah, I am a real one, bro. And I stand on that. That's why I don't care about your money to create false narratives. You cannot edit my creative. I'm about ownership. Because once I keep it 100, the money gonna come. Because I get my checks from Allah. I get my checks from Allah. That's who I get my checks from. So I'm going to keep it real, Aki TV. I'm going to keep it 100. Because that's where I'm going to get my checks from. You feel me? So, exactly. Ohio. So now I caught that body. What do y'all want to talk about real quick? Because I'm about to eat in a minute. Well, I'm about to go on to YouTube real quick and see who on there. And what they talking about. See who live on here. I'm about to see who live on this thing right quick. Hey, man. Hit the Cash App, $ at $KuernoDeChivo with a K. Hit the Venmo at Killertainment. Man, I'm trying to get new equipment. I'm doing a lot of this on my own. I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all want my lives, y'all already know got the littest. Y'all all know I got the littest. I'm the littest with this. I'm the one turned this up. I'm the one turned up some of y'all favorites. Bud ain't ducking nobody. He want all work. He want all work. And it's a shame that you can't fight for the promotional company that you want to and still get work with other champions on other promotional companies. To say that's a hard thing to do is an excuse. It's just an excuse. Hold on. Let's see what we got here.
Drizzy KO in the super chat, Stu Homie says, Chadwick Paulson and Real Brother 2, RIP. Yes, absolute RIP to the brother. Yeah, so RIP to the brothers we lost too. Muhammad is one, Star King alive. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed.
I'm about to look. Hold on. That's 7A Sports. I'm about to hit him with a super chat. Told him to peep my live when you done, bro.
I can't wait till he get back into the ring. I hope that they let the fight happen in February. It'll be a year. I know they're pushing for Team Fury's pushing for.
So look, I'm about to try to donate to his joint. I don't know why I can't donate. Send a highlight message. I'm going to donate $3.
If not, so be it. But that's what I want to say.
Check my live when you done.
Salute to Chef and Bodie in the Cash App. Appreciate you, homie.
Look, check my live when you done. Sin.
Note.
You see that?
Oh, okay. Thank you, fam.
Unable to sin.
Saints for life in the cash app too. Homie says, Terrence Bumlord Crawford.
Look, hold on.
Terrence Bumlord Crawford, the King Crusher. You know, Terrence Crawford. I don't know. BLTB already cooked Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Cooked him in the shreds.
No, he didn't. Because I cooked him.
More I can say about Terrence Crawford.
I just cooked him.
Fight somebody. But somehow that make you a hater. Somehow that make you not keep.
So Floyd about to get, Blue Blood said Floyd about to get some work with the YouTube sensation dude. Man, what? Let me see who else live on here. Let's go to my man UGC Flame.
Shout out to Danny Garcia. I hope that they can both come out of there healthy. You feel me? Some tell me that fight gonna end in the KO.
I'm on my man.
What's going on in the chat? We'll continue.
UGC.
Drop links and all of that. Out TVA, what's good, fam? Charles, what's up? Iron Call, peace, brother. Hey, I'm gonna get around to calling you, bro. Cornelius, what's up, man? Been a minute. Troy Killer, I see you, dog. I thought you were still alive, man. I was just trying to sneak one in with a quick flame.
It's all good.
But if y'all hear, y'all hear. You hear me?
Oh, I'm about to go on his live right now. Bam. Oh, hold on. I can't do it with Google Chrome. I'm gonna do it with Safari. Hold on. We about to go on my man UGC joint. Pause. I'm live, about to go on with somebody else for real. We gonna set this up. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, that's why. Yo, 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 yo. Hold on, I'm about to go on do live. My phone tweaky. Oh, that's because my Wi-Fi is trash. Wi-Fi is trash, dog. There we go. I'm gonna put my phone over here. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, mic is working. I'm gonna see if you can get me in here real quick. I'm gonna leave him right there. We still rocking. We still rocking. I'm backstage. I'm on two lives at one time. We about to get some real work. We getting work.
money that he want to make. He gotta go for a big fish.
Come on, man. Don't bring the Ugas. He didn't want that work. Let's not do this.
He didn't want to work. You hear it.
All right. Shout out to my nigga Troy coming in. Hey, Troy, is it saying that I felt like Earl Smith coming off this?
Say it again.
Unmute Joe Mike promotion.
Hold on. Say it again.
Here we go. Is there something wrong in that I felt like Earl Smith should have got a tune-up of this accident?
No, he said he ain't want no tune-up. Ain't no tune-ups.
I know that. As a boxing fan, it's nothing wrong with me saying that.
No, ain't nothing wrong with you saying that. And would you see that body I just caught?
Huh?
Did you see that body I just caught on my live just now?
Hey, get your.
Say it again.
You gotta get your audio up a little bit so we.
My audio on my. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Get your audio up promotion, my nigga.
I don't know. I'm
Man, just Hatchman boxing.
Hello.
Damn, he can't. He don't fight properly. He don't take the tone up. But the man can't do wrong. He can't do right. I mean.
So real quick, Cornelius, if you would have flamed him.
No. This is what I'm saying. What's your tune up? Great.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
But
yeah, that fight was some. We got better stuff. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Sean Paul. Yeah. So, what his other options would have been, other than like the Wu guys. You know they don't.
Man, I can't even get this to work real quick.
Beat him in the amateurs. I keep it.
Virgil Ortiz?
Omar Figueroa, good call him. Oh, the goddamn.
It ain't working good, y'all. But yeah, that was just a body though.
Oh, you know, Robert.
You ain't never came off as like the whole tune-up and all that other shit. Big fan. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga, Cornelius. Not every fighter's getting thrown from a car, bro.
Well, he did say it's okay though.
He said that, but the nigga had to get. All right, you don't want that nigga. I got you.
That ain't it. I'm just saying.
Hey y'all, that was a body for today. This live is done. I'm about to go on Family's live real quick and holler at him. So meet me over there. We out. Good live today.
He might get that ass again, but he gonna take.